Come on, Jelly. Big job ahead.
Yeah, we're about to start. Well, it's probably going to be quite an epic job, really. We've got to get all of these shutters down from the chateau. And how many did we work out there are?
I forget now, I think 52, but we'll write in how many there is.
Yeah, God. I mean, literally, each window has 2, and there's just windows everywhere. So, we're going to have our work cut out. And the thing is, when you look at some of them, some aren't too bad. They just need the old paint scraping off and a bit of sanding down and then basically painting. Some of them are completely rotten and yeah, they need like quite serious repairs, don't they?
Yeah, that's what triggered this whole job, is that I was really worried that the ones that look really old and knackered are probably not going to last very long, and be twice as much work to have to redo them all. So we didn't expect to do this for a couple of years, but I think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, there's a couple on the top floor where literally the bits of wood, what are they called? The little slats? I think there's a name for them. Louvres, that's it, yeah. All of the louvres are basically starting to fall out, so the frame's got so loose. So I've got to take that one to pieces. Yeah, do lots of work to repair it.
I think it's more like it's quite technical carpentry stuff, and I think sadly I can't really help you with that. So I think I'll kind of try and get them off.
Well, you've been finding the paint colour, haven't you?
Yeah, trying to find it. Well, that wasn't that difficult, but thank you. Mop my brow. I have found the paint colour. It's gorgeous. It's like a duck egg blue. Really, really lovely. Well, actually, it's more like, yeah, it's between like a Fortnum & Mason's bluey green and a Tiffany blue. But yeah, kind of more duck eggy. So it's really lovely. Can't wait to get it on. But we've got a long way to go before we can get there. But yeah, I think I'll do like the prep stuff. I'll do the sanding. I'll clean them all up, and you're just going to have to like
do some carpentry.
Yeah, do some carpentry.
I quite enjoy carpentry jobs though, so it'll probably take me 15 times as long as I expect, but that is always the way.
Yeah.
But it'd be quite nice to do some like craftsmanship.
Good. Yeah, and we're filming this for Chateau DIY as well, so they'll be here for some of it, which is nice.
By the time this video goes live, it should have already been on, so if you haven't watched the Chateau DIY episodes, do check that out. Otherwise, enjoy the video. Screws are totally painted over. I think you might need some stuff on it to get the paint off. doing this, you can really get a sense of why it's important to wear sun cream. This is basically all done by UV, so I guess it's doing exactly the same to our skin. So I'm in France for the whole week on my own with just Beau. Chris had to go back to London for work and I had a little bit of leave spare. So I'm trying to make some progress on the shutters because I've got Chateau DIY coming in just a few weeks. And so I've been repairing a couple, but also there's some where we just need to strip back the paint so that we can spray paint them all when Chateau DIY get here in 2 weeks. So I've got quite a lot of work to do. I'm getting a little bit nervous. Anyway, I've put a load of paint stripper on and I'm just trying to clean them up. I'm not going to do them, strip them totally back to the wood everywhere. I just want to do areas where I can see the paint is really crumbly. But yeah, we'll see how we get on today. So I am a little bit worried about the state of these shutters. Essentially, this piece of wood all down here is like rotten from about here all the way down to about here. And the only way of sorting it out would be to take apart the whole shutter and replace this whole piece of wood. So I've got a fun job today. I am trying to repair the shutters. This one is completely rotten. There is a whole section that you can pretty much push your finger into. It's so rotten. So I've got to cut that out and splice in a new piece of wood. And then I've got a piece for the bottom, which I need to make into a mitre joint. And yeah, then we're kind of good to go. Oh, I need to change the other piece as well, so basically both sides of the shutter are knackered. So yeah, nice little project to do whilst I've got the workshop set up. Right, how am I going to do this? So I'll be cutting a little tongue on this one. Going down to that line, I'll be making little cuts on the inside of this to make a nice little gap or the groove for this to go in. So then for this one I'll be using the mitre saw to cut out a little block here, cut out a little block here, leaving a nice little tongue in the middle which should slot beautifully into that joint. That's the plan anyway. See how we get on.
to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
I'm just making the final piece, so this should go here. Oh, by the way, I stupidly made the wrong cut, so that was originally going to be here, but I cut it on the wrong side. What an idiot! But I can use it over here, and miraculously fits perfectly. So that was a lucky break. So now I'm just going to cut this one down so it's got this nice little edge, and then it's just a case of starting to fix the new pieces to the old.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Could be 20 minutes or an hour or two. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby,
So on this one over here, I've actually made a tongue and groove joint and used oak. I realised, having started, that actually the wood was pine, so I need to bother using oak, but at least it'll mean that that one should be really durable and last for ages, because oak tends to be a little bit more durable with water and getting wet and stuff like that. I also used tongue and groove joint, so a bit like this one. There's basically a nice little groove that's going to support the piece of wood that's basically the panel in the middle, and then you've got two little tongues, and these basically slot into two little grooves that I cut out, or two little two little pairs of lips that I cut out that just go around at either side, so that makes a really solid join. But it's taken quite a long time, so I'm probably not going to bother with tongue and grooves going forward, so I'll just use lap joints. Here's two pieces that I've just about to go and cut. This one I'm doing a lap joint, so basically I'll take a little chunk out of here and a little chunk out of here, and the idea is that those two will then sit up to each other snugly like that, and that will form the bottom of the shutter. I've done a little 45-degree cut here. That's because if you glue basically two square pieces of wood straight up to each other with the ends of the wood, it tends not to get a very strong bind, whereas if you do it lengthways or even at an angle, you've both got more surface area to stick, but also it just sticks a little bit better when you're going across the fibres. So by having a 45-degree angle should mean that it just sticks a lot better when I glue it all together. So yeah, getting there. Yeah. Right, so down here, I think there used to be a lock or a catch of some sort in these shutters. They've obviously been sort of readapted for the windows that we've got, and so they've probably just pushed some filler in, but it's all fallen out. The wood around it's got rotten, so I'm basically trying to cut a hole for the size of a new piece of wood, which I can then cut down and glue in, because I've got most of the rotten wood out now. I might just put some wood hardener on and then glue this in, and then hopefully that one's sorted. There's not too much, well, yeah, these ones aren't in too bad condition, so hopefully once I've cut this piece of wood, stuck it in, this one's good to go. So one of the things I'm finding quite a lot of is they've used wooden pegs to pin the shutters together. I guess maybe screws were more expensive, or they thought these would be less likely to rust. So I've got all of these little wooden pegs, and quite a lot of them have started to degrade or fallen out entirely. So I'm basically making some new little dowel pegs to go through and shoving them in where I can. Hopefully that'll strengthen them up a little bit.
Let me what I'm saying. I'm letting you know this heart's on the edge. You make me feel so much better. Promise to love you forever. That's why I wanna spend my life with you. I wanna grow old with you. 'Cause nobody loves you like I do. That I can promise you, oh promise you. Time goes by, oh precious time. Wait. Just 1 minute. Time goes by. I think I thought it out. So would you stay for a minute so I can be brave? Let me catch my breath. Now I can feel what I'm saying.
Oh, we're getting on here, Julian.
Oh, it's so slow and frustrating, this job, but it's nearly there now, I think.